Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison between the brand new Tascam DR-44WL and the older DR-40 that it's replacing. Now the DR-44 is a new recorder. It's basically a redesign of the DR-40 with a new button layout, some new features, and one big feature that stands out is Wi-Fi connectivity. So what that is, you can connect an iOS or an Android device to it, and you can adjust different settings. You can stop recording, you can listen to files that were previously recorded, upload those files to the internet, and hopefully in the future, a short future, we will have an ability to wirelessly listen to what's being recorded with just a small delay. Now, I actually have a full review on this recorder on my channel already, so you guys go check that out. I'll put a little bubble right here. Click that open. You guys can pause that and watch it after you watch this video. And as well, with this comparison, I'm gonna have another side-by-side comparison with the Zoom H5. It's basically the same price range as this recorder, so I believe it's a very close competitor, so you guys definitely go check that out as well. Now, I've had the DR-40 for quite a while. I've done weddings, different events, other film basically shooting. I've used it for, a lot of different purposes, and it served me really well. I've been really happy with it, and I thought that the DR-44 will have more features other than what I've mentioned compared to the DR-40. And when I actually looked at the spec list and played with both of them, they're very, very similar. Most of the features are almost identical. So if you guys want to see a full spec list, you guys can go find that on the internet, but I'm going to tell you guys the differences between them. So with the DR-40, you get a 2 GB SD card, and it can support up to 32 GB total. The DR-44, you get a 4 GB micro SD card slot with a little adapter, and it can support up to 128 GB in one single card. So if you need a card that's going to last forever, hold a ton of footage, that's definitely a nice feature. Now, as far as batteries and battery life, the DR-40 supports 3 AA batteries, and it gives you basically about 15 hours of battery life. The DR-44 holds 4 AA batteries, and it gives you about 16 hours, so not much gain there. Now, the DR-40 has adjustable mics, so you can actually open them up and change the configuration. The DR-44 does not have adjustable mics, but it does have a little shock mounts for those mics, so it's going to help with any vibration or sound from you handling the device. Now, some features that the DR-44 adds on compared to what the Tascam does not have. Now, one thing that I'm very, very happy with is they made it easier to open up the SD card slot, the little cover on there. It was a really, really big pain on the Tascam, always dealing with that. I don't know how they designed it. On the new DR-44, it's much easier to open it and replace your card, so that's definitely nice. Now, one software feature is now you can not only do another file that's -12 decibels lower, but if you want to, you can record a WAV file and then a separate MP3 file. So if you need to grab the MP3, send them over the internet, it's going to make it a lot easier without having to convert that later. Now, the other big feature that I've already mentioned is the Wi-Fi that was added. Now, this device just came out about 2 weeks ago, and there is still some software kind of bugs or not completely finished software. Now, what I mean by that is on the iOS side of things, as you guys see here, everything works perfectly. You can adjust your settings, you can make folders, you can start, stop. You have all these wonderful options, almost identical to what you have if you're holding the device in your hands adjusting the settings. Now, on the Android side of things, it's very, very bare bones. You have a play, start, forward, backwards. You can see your levels, your battery life, and that's basically it. Now, it's very unfortunate that Tascam released a device without having the wireless software, at least the app on the Android side, fully finished, but my guess is they'll have that done and finished very shortly. They already have a software update for the actual device itself and like a firmware update for the wireless chip inside, so I know they're working on it. They're trying to finish it up. It's a bummer it's not ready as of launch, but I would recommend to you guys, go to the Android store, check out the app, it's DR Control app, and basically see when the last time it was updated. I have a feeling they're gonna have that fixed very soon. Let's go ahead and see what each recorder comes with out of the box. So this is what you get inside the box with the DR-40. You get the recorder, you get 3 AA batteries, a 2 GB SD card, and you get a USB cable. This is what you get with the DR-44WL. You get the recorder itself, you get a little handheld little grip holder type of deal to get your hand off the actual device. You get a 1/4 inch a screw jack, which converts to a hot shoe so you can mount it on top of your camera. You get a windscreen. You get 4 AA batteries. You get a micro SD card that's 4 gigabytes with a regular SD card adapter. You get a micro USB cable, a wall jack for that USB cable, a European adapter, and you get a nice soft pouch. So let's talk about the button redesign. Now, there's basically not a lot more buttons added to the DR-44. That has that click pad that I already mentioned, and because of that, all the little buttons that you used to have on the Tascam DR-40 are spread out around the actual device. Couple new features is you have an individual button selection for each track or input, and you have an individual peak light for each track or input as well, which you don't have with the DR-40. So that is definitely a nice function. Other than that, you basically have the same switches and buttons as you do. They might be slightly put in a different placement, but everything else is still there. Now, I do like the look and the layout of the DR-44. It looks a little bit nicer just by looking at it, but the DR-40 still does the job pretty well. Next, I want to talk about build quality. Now, the DR-44 introduces some new aluminum side panels, a nice guard here on the side, and just a total redesign. The DR-44 is completely plastic, but handling both of these devices, having a lot of experience with this, and probably a week's worth with this DR-44, I want to say that I actually think the DR-40 is slightly better built, even though it is all completely, out of plastic. It does make it kind of a nicer touch having the aluminum on the DR-44, but in reality, it's not going to give you any more kind of durability, and the aluminum's quite thin. At first I had to really look to see, is it aluminum or is it plastic? Now, there's a couple things on the DR-44WL that I don't like. The trackpad doesn't feel very, I guess, clicky. It doesn't give you a satisfying feel like if you're using an old Apple device that has a nice trackpad. And then a couple other guys is the hold button switch on the side and the power button is a little bit flimsy in there, and the Wi-Fi button on my unit is slightly off. It's not centered. If I look on the DR-40, everything's perfect. All the buttons click nice, and it just feels more durable. But regardless of that, they're both gonna last. I don't think one design is like a lot more durable over the other one. So as far as you're not throwing it around on the concrete or anywhere else, I think you're gonna be just fine with both of these devices. Let's look over the menu system. Now, with the larger screen, the DR-44WL, you have a lot more room to be able to see all the different settings when compared to the Tascam. Now, the menus are set up very similarly like you guys see, but let's go ahead and go into the record setting. So here you see all your information on one screen on the DR-44, and on the Tascam you have to go lower to be able to see the same settings. Let's go ahead and go into the format option. So I'm going to click it open on the DR-44, and you see this nice drop down menu where you can scroll through quickly. Now if we open that up on the DR-40, you don't see any drop down menu, so all you have to do is basically just click through all your settings and see what's available and what's not. So that's definitely a nice advantage on the DR-44WL when compared to the DR-40. With that larger screen on the DR-44, other than the menus, it doesn't give you that much more flexibility. It's still very easy to see what your levels, both for the internal and the external mics, are showing on the smaller display. Along with all your other info, you basically just have the information more spread out on the DR-44WL. One of the big changes on the new DR-44 is the way you adjust your levels. You have this dial right here instead of the little clicky buttons that you have on the DR-40. Now on the DR-40, all you do is click up or down to adjust your gain. And if you want to change the input, you can click internal mic, or you can click this is going to be for your externals, or left or right, however you have it set. Now when you click something like the internal and you have this little kind of information go away, it still saves what you did last. So if you want to switch it over, one click and you're good, nice and easy. With the DR-44, we have some extra steps to take. In order to adjust your input level, first you have to hit this little input level button right here. Once you hit that, all your inputs are flashing, so you can select which input you want to do. So if I select this one right here, number 1, this is going to be the left channel, this guy right here, or I can select both of them. And then you can spin your dial and adjust the gain. Now, like I mentioned in my previous review, the dial spinning is kind of difficult to do. It's not too hard, but you are rubbing against this metal right here, the little guard they set up so you don't accidentally do it. That kind of doesn't make sense to me because of all the extra steps you have to take before you even adjust the level. I don't think it's very realistic that you're going to accidentally change your levels. But then again, so that's what you do basically. You can select your levels. Now, doing it this way does give you one more benefit, that you're able to select one track or the other, have lots of flexibility, you know, change one up or down if you have a certain situation where one channel is louder. But you do have all those extra steps, and then in order to turn it off, you have to press that side button again. So without it pressed, you see it's not going to do anything. I have to press it, then I have to select which channel I want, and then I can make my adjustments. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start the sound quality comparisons. Now I'm using 24-bit wave for all these tests, just so you guys know, and for the first test I'm going to be using an XLR shotgun mic plugged directly into the recorders. Now this is a Chinese cheaper mic, but it gets fairly good reviews when it's compared to more expensive units. So we're going to see what the sound difference is between the different recorders with the same microphone. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison between multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison test between multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison between multiple recorders. Alright guys, so the next test is going to be using the built-in microphones, and I just have the recorders set up right in front of myself, and I'm going to say the same phrase, and I'll show you the same clip based off of the different audios, and you guys will tell for yourselves what sounds better to you. Now they're all adjusted about -12 decibels, and I'm going to make sure they match really closely in post-production. Let me know what you guys think. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. For this next test, I set all the recorders up to the absolute maximum highest gain setting that they could be set to. So this is a test which one is more sensitive. Say you're in a quiet environment, you absolutely have to record whatever it is you have to record. You know, we'll see which one will do a better job in that situation. And for this test, I did put the recorders farther away from me so I don't peak out the recording. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. So for this next test, I'm going to be going outside into my car. Now you're probably wondering why that is. If you saw my previous review on the DR-42WL, I talked about that being the best audio setup I have throughout all the speakers in my house, and it's basically a factory option. It's a Bose setup, and I can turn it at completely full blast. It doesn't distort whatsoever, and it sounds fantastic. So it's basically the closest I could get to a concert type setting. So we're going to test out the recorders at full volume, and we're going to see which one is going to do better at that very loud type of environment, just in case you're filming or recording something like that. Alright guys, so this is the test inside the car. Let's get started. So for this last test, I'm going to be doing a noise floor comparison. I'm going to take the recorders to a completely silent room, adjust the gain settings to -12 decibels based off of my voice just speaking like this. I'm going to fine tune that in post, and we're going to take a look at the silent part after I have it adjusted to see which recorder introduces more noise from their preamps into your recording. So let's take a look at that. So I have all the files lined up and adjusted to the same perfect levels to make sure we have an accurate testing, and let's take a look what we get. Now on the left hand side here we have the DR-44, and on the right side we have the Zoom H5. So this was very surprising, as the Tascam does a better job than the Zoom does. And the Tascam does about -49 to -46 decibels, so it jumps around a 5 decibel range there, and the Zoom H5 goes from -48 to -38, so it bounces at around negative or a 10 decibel range. It's quite a bit more, very surprising. Let's take a look at what the DR-40, the older brother, does. So here I replaced the DR-40 in the spot that the H5 was in, and you see it actually is even better than the newer DR-44. We have about 4 to 5 decibel decrease in noise and about a similar type of a bounce. So it was very interesting to me to kind of see these results. Does it actually make a difference when you have the microphone closer to the person's mouth with the correct settings? You know, I don't think it's that much of a difference. They all perform fairly well, but the DR-40, the oldest one, does perform the best. So to finish off this video, my kind of thoughts, my conclusion is the DR-44 is a great device. I'm very happy that Tascam came out with it. I think it's going to push some other manufacturers to come out with other wirelessly connected devices, which is great to the end user. Now, which one should you get if you're looking for a portable recorder that supports 4-channel recording? Now, it is a little bit easier to go through the menu system of the Tascam. You have that larger screen, you have that wireless connectivity. So if those things are very important to you, especially that wireless connectivity, I think that's a big thing. If the Wi-Fi is important to you, if you can use that in what you're doing now, or maybe what you might be doing in the future, that's just a great benefit to getting the Tascam, as well as the little bit of extra features and accessories that it comes with. I think that's great. Now, if you don't need that, you know, if you don't mind the button placement on the Tascam, and I personally don't, I think it's very, very easy to use, then the Tascam DR-40 is another great option. You're going to save yourself about $100 or more if you look, maybe get a rebate somewhere or buy a used device. You know, it's still a great recorder. As you guys heard, the sound quality is good. The actual noise floor is the lowest out of the 3 devices that I was testing and comparing. You know, I think it's still a great device for the money. If you don't need the extra features of DR-44, or if you don't think you're going to use those in the future, I would go ahead and get the DR-40. I think you'll be very happy with it, other than this little annoying door here on the side. Now, if you do use those little extra features, you like that scroll wheel, and if you are going to be using that Wi-Fi function, it's a no-brainer. Go with the DR-44WL. There's really nothing else out there that is like it, that has that feature, other than the little brother, the DR-22WL, which is just a single channel recorder. I have a review on that one as well. You guys could go check that one out. So if you guys are going to be buying one of these recorders, I'm going to have some links in the description. Definitely check those out. I'm going to have a link to Amazon, to Adorama, and to B&H. So regardless of which one you prefer the best, I prefer Amazon. You guys can click that link and go ahead and pick up the recorder. Now, if you do purchase through one of those links, that gives a little bit of a kickback to me. Now, along with all the time and effort it takes to test these devices and record and edit, sync up all those audio files to make a video like this, I also purchased these items with my own money. I don't get them sent for review, anything like that. So if you guys would buy through one of those links, I would greatly appreciate it. And along with that, there's a little link in the description as well. So it says a little support link. And if you guys shop on Amazon, regardless if you're buying a recorder or if you're buying toothpaste or whatever else you buy on Amazon, if you guys bookmark that link, instead of writing Amazon.com, you guys can click that bookmark, and whatever you buy, they'll give a tiny bit of a kickback to me, and it'll help me keep making videos like these for you guys to enjoy. So I would definitely appreciate that. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to be picking a 44WL? Are you going to buy a 40? Are you going to buy something else? Let me know in the description below if you have any questions. I'd be, grateful or glad to help you guys with your choice or whatever question you guys might have. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if you thought it was informative or anything else, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Along with this video, don't forget I have the other side-by-side comparison with the Zoom H5. If you guys want to see more details on this awesome recording device right here, you guys can go check that out. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.